Hi guys! Hi and welcome to another episode of Get Growth TV. I'm glad you're here. Today we're going to talk a little bit about Streak CRM and how you can use it for your influencer marketing strategy. It's a great tool that we like to use, especially I do, because it's easy to use. You can use it in Gmail without any hassle, and it kind of just puts order in all the emails you have to send out. And this is really important, especially when you have an influencer marketing strategy, because you get to actually see how everything that you get emails from a lot of people that you communicate with, and if you don't have them organized in a strict way, it can get like a big hustle and really complicated to actually manage everything. From that point of view, I consider that if you're working on an influencer marketing strategy, one of the first things that you need to do is find a tool that will help you manage the whole process. And the one that I'm going to talk about today is Streak CRM. But I'm probably going to talk about different ones as well in future videos. So that's the reason why you should go and subscribe to the Get Grow channel if you haven't already. And also, don't forget to press that bell button as well now so you get notifications when we start any new live stream. Okay, so I'm going to talk a little bit how you can install the CRM today inside your Gmail and cover some basic functionalities like how you can create your first funnel, your first email templates, and then how you can send them out. And also, we're going to talk further on about how this is really useful in your influencer marketing strategy, and you're going to see the whole process of it. Okay, so basically the first step that we're gonna talk about is creating an account. I already have one, and I'm gonna use some of the emails I already created in order to show you the process rather than just writing the emails for the influencer marketing strategy today. But the process is pretty much similar. You just go to their site. You can find it here at strict.com. There's a link in the description below as well. And there's this big button, there's a description here, and you can find out more about the features that they offer. And you can just install it really quickly. It has this Chrome extension that you're gonna see here. It's gonna redirect me to my Gmail. Okay. Now I'm going to just wait a little bit to create it. If you're new and you don't already have an account, they're going to check if your Gmail account is connected and then get started with everything. Customize and control. The extension didn't install. Let's see. Again, it's probably that I disinstalled it a few seconds ago, so I can show you this. So install Streak. Yep. Waiting for the installation. Here it is, the extension that I was looking for. You just add the extension, waiting for the installation to pop up here, and then this button is going to tell you that it's going to take you to Gmail again. So you have it here as well, but you're not going to use this one. So if you have lots of extensions in Chrome like I do, you can just click hide in Chrome so you can see it. Okay, so now we're getting back to Gmail with Streak installed. So as you can see, it's really easy to install. So just searching for some kind of tool like this before you start your influencer marketing strategy is really important. You can just get to it and start really quickly and then start your process. If you want to know about more tools like this that you can use, you can also check the article that's in the description below. It's this startup tool list that we've written. It has lots of great tools you can use, not just for influencer marketing strategies, but also for other marketing strategies you want to try for your site or your company, and I do recommend that you check it out. Okay, now getting back, what we're going to do next, now that we have this account, it's set up. Basically, when you have a new account, after installing, you're going to go through the processes of the onboarding. It's going to show you a little bit about how to create the first funnel, and that's what we're going to do next. So, as you can see here, the funnels that I've created, the pipelines, and you just click New here. Now, it really depends on what you want to use the pipeline for. They have a few templates here, as you can see, either if they're for sales and CRM, these are the ones that I've used a lot. Some of my colleagues have used the ones for hiring as well. Just tweak them a little bit after using the template. I don't know about the other ones, how they good are, how good are they, but you can also create a custom one and just start with a blank if you already have like the stages established on what you want to discuss with the marketers, and you know that so this is the stage one. When we start discussing with them, we send them the first email, and then if you want to keep on having stages and that they have to go through, you can just create a new one. But you can also just take a template here, let's say the journalist one. Yeah, this is the one that I've used before for influencer marketing, and then we just change some of the steps that we have. You can also share this pipeline. In my case, this shared I don't have a team in Streak, so the entire team is made out of one person, that is me. But it's really good if you want to keep it private, if it's something that you're working on your own, or if it's something that you want to share with your whole team, so you have the same structure on what you're talking with people. I think this is useful, basically, because in many marketing teams you'll have multiple people discussing with future influencers. Okay, so we're going to create the pipeline. Okay, so here we have basically the stages that they have. So it's for journalists is the idea, the researching, if it's drafted, then edited, and then published. Now, I'm going to change a little bit these titles for stages, just because I want to show you how you can do all this. So you just basically go here. You can change the color if you'd like. Personally, I think that they've done a good job with this one, so I don't have a problem with that. But I'm gonna rename this, and we're gonna call it first contact the person. Then the second one, we're gonna rename it into after initial call, or just after call. I think it's better that way. Okay, then this one we'll call let's say article feedback. And then the last one that I'm going to use here, it's going to be called live article and future projects. So as you can see, it's pretty easy to determine the steps. It's easier to do it from here, but I think that you can edit it from down here as well. Okay. And then we don't need this last one, so we're just gonna delete this stage. Yeah, permanently delete. We don't have any problem with that. Okay. So this was basically creating the first Streak funnel that we wanted to do. If something that's really interesting to do while you are in an influencer marketing strategy, as I was saying, I'm going to present some tips. It's also to know the results, the real results that you're going to get. And the way that you can do this is by measuring the right metrics. One way you can do this is by using Contentlook for your website, and you can get to know basically engagement that you get from the traffic that comes from that influencer, from a specific influencer, if they included a link to your site for a page, and other useful metrics. You can check it out. We're probably gonna, me or Florine, we're gonna talk about this tool in a future video as well, so stay tuned and you're gonna see more about this tool before you actually get to use it. Okay. So we've created a funnel, the pipeline. I keep on calling it a funnel because I consider it in many ways that it can be considered a funnel. But it's the pipeline that you have here, and you have the first stage, which is the first contact. And we're gonna start creating some templates. Now, basically, what you need to do is just write an email, a simple email, without adding the address. So you have here, I'm just going to do a test one, test subject. Okay, and then you can write like hello. I usually like to use a lot of brackets when I create them as a template because it helps me remind what kind of information I need to write in there. Unfortunately, Streak doesn't have a way of adding the title or website or name as a tag within it, so you have to do that manually for each person that you work with. But for influencer marketing, I think that this is not a bad thing, because using just a template that you send to everyone is not going to be as effective as you personalize a little bit each email that you send out. So that's why I like Streak more than other software for this task. Okay, so continuing with the email. So hello, name. My name is Alexandra from Squirrely. .co. Big fan of your just leave it like that. Big fan of your site. Would love to talk more about future articles. Okay. And then you just go to finishing the email. So again, this is just a test email that I want to show you the functions. You just write your email here just as simply as you would with any other email in Gmail. And then you're going to see this part here that you have more tools. This is basically something that comes from the Streak extension. And here you have a few features. So one of them is basically the one that I want to talk about now, is the snippets. So here you just click it and you can create new snippet from current message. This is the easiest way, in my opinion, to actually do it. Okay. You can also just create it from here and then change everything, but you cannot edit the style of how it's everything written. And then basically you need to give it a name, so you remember, just like a tag for your email, so you know what type of email it is. So in our case, I'm just gonna call it one influencer marketing email, let's say, because it's the first one. And then just choose a pipeline. So the one that we've created was journalism. You can change the name of the pipeline as well, so it's here. Okay, and the text subject and everything. Okay. Now, another thing that I recommend is that if you have a signature for your Gmail, as I have here, from the template, delete it. This is something that you should know, because if you're going to actually use it and just insert the template, and your Gmail signature is going to insert as well, you're going to double it there. So it's better to delete it from the template, and then everything's going to look smoothly and be the proper way that it should. Okay, so once you've done all this, so you gave it name, chose the pipeline it is in, the snippet subject is good, that's the email, you just click done. Okay, and you've created your first email basically in your sequence. You can keep on doing this for all the emails that you have, and just think of a structure. Now again, if you want to learn more about marketing and how to do influencer marketing as well, you can also follow us on Twitter, and you can find out more information about that. We tweet out on Mondays and Tuesdays lessons that we've written, and you can access those to learn more about it, and just find out, like, for example, how you can write a better email for influencer marketing strategies. I'm just gonna use the templates that I've created beforehand, just to give you a quick show on how to use this if you would send it to multiple people, and see a little bit the functionalities of Streak in more in depth. Okay, so basically we're gonna close this one. So it's gonna be in draft, that one, and we're gonna compose a new one. So if you already have the templates, the way that you're gonna access them, it's again here from snippet. And you can go to the ones that you need. For example, I have this one, email sequence. Yeah. Okay, so what I want to show you, as I was saying, I use a lot of brackets here just to remember that I need to insert a topic. So the first email that I usually use is something with quick question or no, don't want to waste your time, just a few words, something like that. Because most people that I send out emails to get lots of emails each day. So I just want to make sure that it's something really quick that I want to ask them if they have the time to. And afterwards, if they say yes, keep on going with the collaboration. Okay, and again, during this, you can see here I have like a paragraph about the article. In this case, the emails, I wanted to use them for getting more people to share articles from my site and from the Squarely site, and also to include some of their quotes and ideas within our articles. And for that, I just want to give them like a quick idea about the article. And this also helps me, just having this paragraph in the email that I personalize for each email I send out, to make it more personal, to make the proposal of, hey, would you like to work with us, more fitted for that particular situation, for that particular person, rather than just sending the same old template to everyone. Okay, so let's say you were sending this email to myself, or we can send it to Flavrine. Okay, so this is just another email address I have here. Okay, start topic about influencer. About marketing strategies. Hi, Alexandra. Let's start on tool list. Your recent article. Usually here I also, your recent post were really inspiring. I like to include that because usually I include a link here, for example. So just add a link. Let's say we're going to add this article that I recommend you read as well. So, okay. And it was really inspiring. Digital marketing further. Okay, and I would like write that a paragraph. Again, we're just doing this as a test, so I'm just gonna leave this as it is. Okay, now the next step that you should know is that in order for to keep everything, as I was saying, organized in Streak, you should also consider creating boxes. So basically I'm gonna add to a box here, and they're going to suggest one that I already have in a different pipeline, or you can create a new one. So you're going to create a box for each contact that you have, and in that box you're going to keep all the emails that are connected to that person. You can also create multiple boxes for the same person, for the same contact, if you'd like. I've done that in the past only when I discuss different subjects with the same person. So for example, let's say I'm discussing a collaboration with them, but at the same time they would be interested in our product or our services. So then I would keep one set of emails in one box and the other in a different one. But again, it's really useful to keep organized. If you're just going to keep all the information in one, you can actually just use the person's name, and then it's going to ask you in what pipeline you want to keep them. So in journalism, okay, and then you get all this information here. So I'm assigned to it. If you have a team, it's going to be someone else. The stage it is in. If you have a call log, you can add that here as well. Any attachments to it, and other multiple informations. There's also columns that you can create, magic columns as they call them. I will show you about those in a future video, how you can actually create them and how they can be useful for you in the future. Okay, that's basically it. We've added to that box, and we could either send it or snooze this email, basically just send it for a different day to discuss it, or send it later. But I'm just gonna send the email here, click, and as you can see, they've already created my box here with my name, and it's in this stage. So if I would like to move it further, for example, they've answered, I had a call with them, there's nothing else that I want to write, like there wasn't a different email or a different file that I would like to add here. You can just go here and choose the next one after call. Okay, and that's the stage that's going to be in. And this is the way that you're going to keep on moving each one of them. Here, here you can see all the stages that have been changed here. So like I've changed it at this hour, this day, the box was created, then I changed it to after call, and then to article feedback. So this is basically what I wanted to present to you today about Streak CRM and how you can use it in your marketing strategy, in your influencer marketing strategy. We'll cover more in-depth details in future videos here on Get Grow, so don't forget to subscribe. But in the meantime, if you have any questions about anything that I presented today or about Streak CRM and influencer marketing, please start adding your questions in the live chat. And if you're watching this video, not the live stream, don't forget to just leave your comments and opinions in the comment section below, and we'll get back to you as soon as possible. Okay, then I'm just gonna do a small recap here, a short one, to see everything that we've done today. Basically, we started out by creating a new Streak account from their site, installed the extension to our Chrome browser, and then going further, creating our first pipeline in Streak, then editing the stages that we have here. Further on, we created a template that we just wrote into Gmail and saved it as a template into Streak, so we can use it multiple times. Then took the first template and sent it to someone and just took them through a good portion of the pipeline to just see how you can change them from one to another. In future videos, what I would like to show you further, it would be to see how we can create magical columns with different formulas and just see how those can help you. Not necessarily for influencer marketing, but for other projects as well. And then we'll also discuss a little bit about the counters here and how they can help you within your company. Okay.